Hello, thank you for joining us for our Season 6 virtual New Play Festival. My name is David Clark.
And I'm Brian Walker, and we are the co-directors of Derby City Playwrights.
We are excited to present readings of 8 brand new full-length plays written by Louisville area playwrights.
We're premiering these readings on July 24th and July 31st, but they will be available on our YouTube channel for the next few months, and we really hope that you'll tune in and watch all of them.
The last step of most new play development programs ends in a public reading with feedback from the audience. But since we're online again this year, it makes that last step a bit more challenging. We hope if you have feedback, anything you think could help our playwrights on their journey with their new plays, you'll leave it for the playwrights either on the YouTube link or email to derbycityplaywrights@gmail.com with the playwright's name or play title in the subject line. You can even leave a comment on our Facebook page.
We want to acknowledge the hard work that these playwrights have done to prepare for this day. We're a collective developing plays as well as playwrights, and that means everyone pitches in. Everyone does heavy lifting, and these playwrights not only attended monthly feedback sessions to provide feedback on each other's plays for the last 8 months, but they've cast their plays, set up their own rehearsals and recordings. Many even directed and edited their own work. These writers did it all, and they are awesome.
We also want to thank the amazing group of actors and directors who have shared their talents with our playwrights, both at our monthly meetings and for these recordings. We couldn't do what we do without them, and we dedicate these readings to them.
And you want to join us? We're currently accepting submissions for our Season 7 group of playwrights. See our website for submission details. But hurry, our window closes on July 31st at midnight for consideration for our 2021-2022 season.
And finally, we'll have a donation button on the live feed with the link on our website as well as at derbycityplaywrights.org. If you are able and believe in what we do, consider making a donation towards our next season, which will be in person again, and we have lots of exciting things in store.
And thank you for tuning in. We hope that you enjoy the play, and we thank you for your support of new plays in the Ville. It Happened in Jefferson Square by Cris Blak. Act 1, Scene 1. Lights up. The empty living room area of a beautiful, spacious, well-decorated uptown apartment. Most of the decor is white. It is expensive. It is impressive. It is special. It is early morning. There's a peaceful quiet, a relaxed mood. It is empty, nothing to worry about, nothing to question. On first glance, this is the home we all dream of living in, the life we all dream of achieving. It is the American dream right in front of us. It is beautiful and it is materialistic.
Good morning.
Hi.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
It's not nothing.
Except that it is.
Monty.
Nothing.
Something.
I'm fine.
Can you look at me for 2 seconds without acting like I did something to you? Did I do something to you?
No.
Oh, you need a shower.
I'll take one.
Do you want company?
No.
You used to be very easy to sleep with, and now you can't stay in one spot for more than 5 minutes.
I'll sleep on the couch.
That's not what I'm trying to say.
Well, what were you trying to say?
Well, I think you're holding stuff in, and that's not healthy. I want you to talk to me about it, whatever it is, whatever's bothering you.
I don't have anything to say.
To me?
Not to you, not to anybody.
I don't believe that.
I think I need to go for a walk.
You've gone for a walk every day this week.
I like walks.
No one likes walks that much.
Well, I do.
Where do you go?
Wherever my feet take me.
You never invite me. Do you remember when I was a part of that jogging group? I really enjoyed it. It was a nice hobby.
I'd rather walk alone.
They're awfully long walks.
I don't keep a timer. I walk to wherever my feet take me. And that's time taken up to, then my feet have to bring me back. And that's time added on. It takes longer when you're not just going one way.
Do you go to drink?
In the morning?
Do you?
I wish. No, I don't go to drink. I go to walk. I go on walks, that's all. It's good to feel the air on my neck. It helps. It's what I need. That's all.
I don't want you going out anymore.
What?
I don't want you leaving, not anymore, not alone.
I'm a grown man.
You're in a vulnerable state.
This is my apartment.
This is our apartment.
Look, I can leave whenever I feel like it. I'm not making trouble. I'm going for walks.
Fine, you're right. At least just tell me when you go.
Britney.
Monty.
I don't tell you to not go shopping or to go for coffee or to buy another self-help book. So when I want to go out, just let me go out.
Every morning, you're gone. You're not here. You're not beside me. I reach out and I can't feel you. Do you know how that makes me feel?
Why does it have to be about you?
It makes me feel like I'm losing you, like you're slipping away from me. And that's scary as hell, Monty. It scares me. We've been together for 2 years. You forgot our anniversary.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm going through a lot right now. I have a lot going on.
I love you, and I want you to be here with me, where I know you're okay. If you want, we can buy you a treadmill.
You mean you'll have your father buy me a treadmill?
Who cares?
I do.
It's not safe out there.
For who?
For anyone.
Right.
This is all taking a toll on you, and I understand why, but it's getting worse. You're biting your nails again.
I read once that biting your nails is a sign of genius.
I don't think so.
Tom Cruise bites his nails.
I'd hardly call Tom Cruise a genius.
Speak for yourself.
You're not Tom Cruise. You only bite your nails when something's stressing you out.
If that were the case, I'd be biting my nails 24/7.
I'm not dumb.
I never said you were.
I've been here through everything. I've stayed. Even when it was hard. Even when people
told you to leave?
when things got difficult. We worked through it. I'm beside you. I'm here. No matter what, I'm committed. I'm dedicated. It isn't you and me. It's us. 2 years. There's too much at stake. We've both put in too much. I might know more than you're willing to admit. Let me see your nails.
Is this an interrogation?
Let me see them.
Happy?
That's concerning.
My nails? Come on, Britt, grow up.
Don't do that.
I'll tell you what's concerning. Did you see that fucking half-ass police chief with her fucking press conference? That's what's concerning.
I like her.
You would.
I think she's a very smart woman. She's strong.
She's a traitor,
Okay.
a sellout,
Okay.
a coon, a puppet. The stage has her on strings dancing around. She could have said something more, anything. Could have shooken up the whole system. It's a goddamn embarrassment.
You're an officer too.
I am not.
Jesus Christ, Monty, don't tell me you quit.
I didn't.
Good.
Not yet.
Don't.
I'm going to get changed and take that walk.
We're talking.
I'm tired, Britt.
Then sit down and relax. Get some rest. Let me fix you something to eat.
You can't cook.
Do you want coffee?
No.
Wine?
Weren't you the one questioning me about drinking?
I want you to take a breath.
I don't want or need anything.
Except sleep.
Have you been watching the news?
Yes, I have. Of course I have. It's horrible.
Horrible. Is that the best word you can come up with?
What's the right word?
I don't know, but horrible? You make it sound like a bad movie. The shit going on out there is real.
And it's really horrible. Horrible. They're tearing the city up block by block. It's crazy out there. My aunt's shop is down there. She called me this morning. She showed up and her windows were broken. Someone had thrown bricks through them. Those people need to just...
Oh!
What?
Those people.
What's your point?
What is it supposed to mean?
It's a phrase.
An offensive one.
It's not.
It is.
Join me in the 21st century.
You know how many people I've heard talking that shit? Saying shit like those people in the streets? Or those people don't know how to act? Or those people will never learn how to obey? Do you know why those people are out there?
It's a silly question.
Why they're protesting?
Protesting?
What would you call it?
I don't know. Some of it's protesting, okay, but a lot of it isn't. It's looting or destroying property. The Women's March, that was a protest.
That was a march.
Nobody went wild.
Wild?
They're burning the city down.
I'll throw a match.
This is your city.
This is not my city.
You've never gotten loud with me.
I'm sorry.
You promised that you would never get loud with me.
They killed him, Britt.
I saw it.
They beat him to death.
I saw the video, just like everyone else in the world.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know what the right thing to say to you is anymore.
It's not you.
I know. Have you talked to anyone in your family?
They don't have much to say to me.
Right.
They do have plenty to say about me, though. I can't blame them.
You didn't do anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean.
He was my cousin. I was there.
You weren't.
I came right after. I was there.
You couldn't have done anything. By the time you got there, he was already...
He didn't even look like a person. I can still see it. Every time I close my eyes. He was a kid, a boy. We can't go back to normal, not from this. There's no going back. There is no safe. There is no street, no city. There is no moving on, no blowing over, just like there is no Lewis.
And talk to me. Tell me what you're feeling. You don't have to be upset with me or hate me. I'm not the bad guy. I know you know. I didn't beat the kid.
God damn.
What?
First it's those people, and then it's the kid.
I'm not the one out there damaging things.
Maybe you should be. Maybe we should both be. Maybe that's the right thing to do right now. I mean, no, nothing else is working out. You making coffee and making playlists all day isn't fixing anything out there. Drinking wine isn't. Breakfast isn't.
Babe.
This is what I've been thinking. Replaying in my head over and over again. What if he wasn't dead when I got to the scene? What if he still had breath in his lungs? I should have been more urgent. He could still be alive. I didn't check. I just looked at him and knew. Thought I knew. But I didn't put my hand on him. I didn't feel. I wasn't sure.
I don't think that was the case.
How do you know?
You saw him. I don't think he was alive, Monty. You were too late. There's nothing you could have done.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You have to be honest with your answer.
I always am.
I don't know why I've never asked this question. It's always been in the back of my head. Could have asked it about 2 years ago.
What is it?
How many Black friends did you have growing up?
That's the question you should have asked 2 years ago? Is this a deal breaker question in a relationship?
It's a question. I want an answer.
You didn't care when we started dating. Why do you care now?
I just want to know.
Nobody keeps up with these things, Monty. I don't keep a tally of how many friends I have of a certain race. I would be some kind of sociopath if I did.
Fine.
Okay.
How many do you have now?
What is the point of this, really?
You said you'd answer, and you said you'd be honest about it.
I am aware.
So name one.
One.
Name one Black friend you have. A real friend. Not some random Facebook friend. Someone you actually hang out with. Someone you feel like you can gossip with or tell your secrets to.
You should know this. You know my friends.
So, none.
One.
Oh.
You.
No.
You are my friend.
I am your boyfriend.
Meaning you're my best friend.
Do you even like Black people?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not.
Clearly I like Black people.
Is that why you're dating me?
No?
You wanted to stick it to your parents by embracing your inner jungle fever.
What the hell does that mean? I love you. I'm in love with you. That's why I'm dating you.
Okay, but your friends...
Why are you so obsessed with my friends all of a sudden? All of this time, whenever I brought up my friends, you haven't shown a shred of interest, but today you can't seem to keep your mind off of them.
Did you tell them about the first time we had sex?
I'm not talking about my sex life with you.
If it's our sex life, I'm the one you should feel perfectly comfortable talking about it.
Well, did you tell your friends?
That doesn't matter.
You asked me.
Sure, I did.
And now I'm asking you. You told them, didn't you?
Maybe.
So, what's the difference between me telling my friends about something and you blabbering off to yours?
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
How?
There is no myth about white women. The body of the white woman is nothing special.
Okay, ouch.
What do you hear about the body of the white woman? Nothing. Unless they're a model or trying to be a model or starving themselves to look like the girl on the billboards. I tell my friends about getting with a white woman and they don't ask me what it was like. There's no gossip behind it. It just is what it is.
Please stop.
Which is what makes it different than the body of a Black man.
You're gonna make me upset.
You tell your friends about me and their minds go straight to the mandingo dick Black man.
It's not even like that. It's girl gossip. That's all. Maybe if you were less concerned with what I talk about with my friends and more concerned with what you say to be important, then maybe, just maybe, your cousin would still be alive. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't want to have pointless arguments with you. That's not why I'm here.
Why are you here?
To be with you. When you love
You-
someone, you find the tools to make it work.
Do you even know me?
Yes.
When's the last time you questioned your own birth, Britney? When is the last time you looked up and asked God, why me? Why like this? Never, right? I hadn't either, not until recently. I never thought about what goes into making a person, how one drop of one thing changes the course of their lives completely. Lewis, for example, what if he had come into this world white, or at least a few shades lighter than he was? Would that night have gone different? Would none of this be happening? Would he be alive and on the football field? I don't know. There's no science behind that. There's no way we can control it. It's an impossible question, but we live it every day. And we shrug our shoulders and we let it go because that's what we've been well molded to do. But then it hits home and that's when everything changes. And nothing makes sense anymore. You're blindsided, clueless, and unaware about what to do. You realize that everything you've been taught has been a lie, but you don't know where to go for the truth. And all you want to do is have someone to go to and talk to. Someone who can let you know that they understand that you're struggling, that you can't sleep because there's so much running through your mind and it is beginning to hurt. They're beside you, yes. Not ahead, not behind. Because they get that this is what you need to do, even if they don't agree with it. You want someone to be there. You need someone to be there. You know this. So why aren't you there? You're right here. I see you. But why aren't you out there?
What does this mean for us?
There's someone at the door.
I don't care.
We'll talk about it later.
We need to talk about it now. Right now.
It's open.
Must be nice living in a place where you can feel safe not locking your doors.
You say that every time you come over.
And every time I mean it.
Hello, Tommy?
Hello, Fox News.
Tommy,
We were in the middle of a conversation, an important conversation. Can you come back another time?
I invited him over.
So you could talk to him and not me?
He's always been beside me.
It seems I found myself in the midst of a domestic dispute, and after growing up with the parents I was given, I choose to avoid these situations. So if I need to pause this visit and come back another time,
That'd be nice.
You stay right there, Tommy. You don't have to go anywhere.
Okay, I see there is a bit of confusion here. Let me explain. Your boyfriend called me to give him legal advice about what he should do.
He doesn't think there's going to be an investigation. That's what he told me.
And I agree. I don't think there'll be one either. Not a public one, at least. Possibly internal. And that don't mean shit.
Wouldn't that be a good thing?
No, it would not be. If it's an internal investigation, that means the men investigating what happened will be the same guys who did the crime. Oldest trick in the book. They'll find a baggie in his pocket or some obscure medical condition. They never knew he had anything to shift the blame and bat an eye.
It sounds to me like there's nothing you can do.
And you're wrong.
Of course I am.
There's always something to do. I want to represent the family, and I want to sue the police department.
You can't do that.
Oh, but I can.
Monty is a cop.
And a young man is dead. Monty's being a police officer is ideal. It's perfect. If it was just us against them, we'd have no chance. It'd be a useless game of tug of war. But if we have one of their own sitting up there explaining the scene he walked up on, it'll be powerful. No one can deny his testimony. He has influence over some of the newer recruits, the rookies, which helps if they haven't already been corrupted.
Pitting coworkers against each other isn't going to do anything but cost my boyfriend his job, maybe more. It's not a good idea. It's not safe.
I don't care.
You should. Where is your dignity?
I kind of lost it when I saw my cousin beaten to a pulp.
I thought friends were supposed to give good advice.
The best thing I can do for my friend is support his decision to not give a damn. In fact, I second it. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I mean, I'm sick of these dirty, hairy motherfuckers always thinking that they can have their way with us without any consequence.
I don't think it's smart. We should call my father. He'll know what to do.
Oh, the senator?
He's a lawyer.
So am I.
An accomplished lawyer.
Where did he graduate from again?
Virginia.
Howard.
Oh, congratulations.
Then Harvard. Guess I got a thing for the H's.
I meant that he has fought more cases and won.
That's probably true, and I'm sure his small staff and his fancy firm is very proud of the plaques on the wall, but this is a new age, ma'am, and we have influence. We don't need an old white man in a tie. We have technology on our side. The media.
You want attention?
Damn right. Now tell me this. How many innocent black men has your daddy put away in his extremely successful career?
Monty, tell him to leave.
Tread light, Tommy. That's not what you're here for.
Yeah, Monty. Tell me to leave. Tell me to get out of the joint you worked hard to get. Because when the princess who ain't worked a day in her life tells me to do it, it just don't hear the same.
I need to talk to him.
There it is.
One day, I hope you can stop playing Al Sharpton so we can sit down and have an adult conversation.
I can't have an adult conversation with someone who's never had to be an adult.
I know Harvard was happy to get rid of you.
Oh, they were, actually. My picture is even on a couple of walls so that they can remember me. They couldn't wait for me to get off that campus and go out into the world to help people. You know what else I learned there? I learned that white boys carry guns around or travel in packs because they are as threatening as ants when alone. All they do is jerk off to conspiracy theories and quote Shakespeare and ethics like it's a fucking Bible. But I guess that's even more than you learned at the University of Trust Fund Babies.
I want him gone.
If you have something to say to or about me, you can say it right to my face.
You've never liked me ever since the day you met me.
Who said that?
You've always had a problem with me.
False.
You don't think I'm good enough.
Do you?
You can't accept that maybe Monty is better off with me.
His master.
Someone who can actually help him.
Monty is different.
I'm right here.
I mean, you had everything in your life handed to you on a golden platter and an open palm, and that is not how we were raised. You come from a long line of people who slipped on their Hillary Banks heels to go downtown and tap dance for a bunch of sweaty businessmen. My mother worked in offices too, okay? She cleaned. You think she wanted to? Nah. You know why she cleaned though? Because she had a family to feed. She also had a college degree, paid her tuition in pennies. The big boss at the fancy office she cleaned didn't even have a high school diploma. The world is already yours, princess. So there's no need for you to stand in the way. He has to do something. Say something. We all do. You do. You should want to. Because if you don't, if we don't, we are spineless and we are the problem. This is nothing new. I mean, it is a spinning record playing over and over and over and over and over again. And this song is exhausting. And if nothing is done about it, nothing at all, if we do nothing, they are better than us. At least they believe in something, stand for something. I mean, it's the wrong thing and it's fucked up, but I don't see them backpedaling, showing an ounce of remorse. To do nothing would be an act of cowardice.
I want you out. I want him out.
You sure know how to pick him, brother.
You don't have to be that harsh.
Oh, he does have a sweet spot after all.
You didn't.
Yeah, and Lincoln didn't have to have his fucking head blown off, but you know, some things just happen. Negro, I advise you to stop being so passive in aggressive times. Honestly, I wish she hadn't left. I mean, she was seconds away from making America great again.
Tommy.
Tell me something. Does she eat lettuce for lunch? I hear it's the white girl's favorite meal.
Can we get down to business?
Of course.
Do we have a chance?
Possibly. I spoke with a partner of mine. Our chances are slim, but if we go about it the right way, anything can happen.
But the whole thing was caught on camera.
Oh, good observation, Watson, but video can be edited. The person who filmed it only caught the beating, not anything before that. Doesn't help that the spot didn't have any security cameras. It is a he said, she said, and they got a few people with the same story. It's them against the dead guy. They're saying he was a thug who was up to no good and tried to rob somebody down there. The cops were called, and then they had a scuffle. Scuffle broke out. It's a false story, but it's consistent.
A scuffle.
Yeah, a scuffle, a fight.
He was a kid, man. A skinny kid. I wasn't about to try to fight a bunch of cops.
Look, you don't have to tell me that. Look, as much as I want to change the system, I can't. We could lose. Your girl is right about one thing. Our chances ain't jack compared to theirs, and your involvement, it comes with consequences.
I said I don't care.
Oh, but you should.
But I don't.
Look, let me finish. Let's create some scenarios. Paint the pictures in your head and see the way I'm looking at it, all right? We lose. And you want to appeal? Fine. Appeal. Try. Then we lose again. And at the end of all of it, we'll both be unemployed and broke, while the PD will probably move into a bigger station. We're still in the plantation, brother. They just covered it up with nicer clothes and better jobs. Now, I will do everything I can. You can trust that. Because what I just described, that's the best case scenario.
What's the worst case?
They find your body next.
I've gone out for drinks with those guys. Thought we were friends, brothers. That's what they teach you at the academy. You stand up for each other, defend each other, fight for each other. Your family. Now I can't even look at them without getting sick. I think about them and the sickness turns to rage, man. And I want to do that to them. I want to do to them what they did to Lewis.
You go ahead and think like that. Better yet, act on it. Again, it won't lead you anywhere but to a shallow grave right beside your cousin. Then that's one less man in your family, and your bloodline's already running thin.
We should be out there.
Yeah, I think so too. Someone is setting up a small memorial for him outside of City Hall.
I don't know.
You can't run from your family forever. If they still blame you, there is nothing you can do about it.
All right, let's go.
Well, put on some clothes first, something fresh, something nice, maybe. And you smell like a piece of boiled shit. And there's still more that we need to talk about.
What's up?
There's someone you need to talk to, a girl.
A girl?
Yeah, your cousin, he had a girlfriend. I think you should meet her.
Damn.
Yeah, damn is right.
What does she think about me?
I'm not sure.
She must be going through it.
Yeah, but you should just see for yourself. I'll text you her details later on. Get yourself changed and tell your girlfriend you're leaving.
She'll be all right.
No, tell her. Tonight could be our last night. I'll wait outside.
I heard.
I have to.
It's whatever.
Okay.
But it's dangerous.
Always has been.
So tell me what to do. Tell me what I can do to make you stay here with me.
Nothing.
Please, I've been stressed enough. What do you want?
I want you to understand.
They're reckless out there.
No,
Why are we together?
don't do this right now.
Answer the question. It's plain, simple, open-minded question, Monty. Why are we together? Why are you with me? I can tell you why I'm with you. Easy. I'm in love with you. And I don't want to give up on you, on us, on this. I don't want to quit. I can't. That's my answer. What's yours? Why are we together? That's all you have to tell me. That's all you have to tell me before we break apart.
I'll see you later, Britney.
Don't leave me.
They're tired. I'm tired.
Scene 2, the police station. Joanne stands unsure. Darren enters in his police uniform, his nerves at an all-time high.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I have a word?
I'm sorry, I don't have the time. What are you doing?
I need to speak with you.
I'm not your police chief anymore.
I heard.
Speak with someone else.
I just thought that maybe we could.
You thought wrong. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be anywhere around here. If there's something you need to know, you can ask my replacement. They'll be here any minute, I'm sure.
You shouldn't have resigned.
Officer Fitzpatrick. Do I have that correct?
Darren, ma'am.
Officer Fitzpatrick. Why are you wearing that?
Wearing what?
That. The uniform. Why are you wearing it?
I see it as a sign of respect.
Respect?
For my fellow officers, yes, ma'am. People like you.
Let's not. Why are you here when you shouldn't be? And I know this was made clear to you.
Should I not have it on?
No, you should not. Have you been contacted by anyone, media?
Yes.
And?
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I almost smashed my phone, so many people were calling once the news showed all our pictures. And the video?
Damn video.
It's like a volcano erupted.
The damn news.
I imagine you know what I'm going through.
Excuse me?
You've been on the news just as much as we have, maybe even more, with people talking about the occurrence.
The answer is no.
Ma'am.
No, you shouldn't have the uniform on.
But
You've been suspended.
I'm still an officer.
An officer on suspension.
It's respectful. Everybody already knows I'm a cop because everybody already knows what I look like, okay? They know who I am. What's it matter if I wear the uniform or not?
You're not on the job.
I know.
It's a work uniform. Construction workers do not wear their hard hats on their days off.
Well, you know.
Let me guess. You want to transfer. You want to get away, start fresh.
Absolutely not.
Everybody wants to leave town. Can't say I blame them. I'm one of them.
This is my home. Nothing is going to change that. I heard that a couple of the guys were offered jobs in other places. Thompson. I know he got one.
Good for Thompson.
Yeah, he's a good man.
What makes a good man?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
You're not here for small talk.
I came for advice.
Advice.
Yes.
From me.
Yes.
What makes you think I have two good words to say to you? Why should I waste another breath on you, on helping you?
You're my superior.
I was.
You're a high-ranked protector of the law.
I am a woman with brown skin, complicit in a crime against my own kind. I understand that you cannot properly comprehend the magnitude of that. Have a nice day, Darren.
What am I supposed to do now? What can I do now?
Lay low.
Until when?
Until not right now.
I gotta work.
You should have thought about that before.
Whose side are you on?
No one's.
We need to stick together. Come on.
We.
We did what we thought was the right thing to do.
Get a lawyer.
Now?
Yesterday. That's your best next step. Shit isn't going to stop until people start seeing the hands of justice moving in one direction or another.
I don't want to go to jail.
You won't. Probably not.
I don't want to go to court.
Get a lawyer.
I don't know any lawyers.
Find one. Google.
All right.
A black one.
Huh?
Your best bet is to get a black lawyer.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
Make it happen.
Oh, black people hate me.
You asked for advice.
I know, but that is
So then
just...
follow the damn advice.
Yes, ma'am. Are you worried about what they'll think of you, given that you're, you know?
Are you my therapist, Darren Fitzpatrick?
No.
No. Are you my fucking nurse?
No.
No, I thought not. I have a burden. I just resigned. I just publicly announced my resignation.
And what about us?
There is no us. It's over.
What are you going to do now?
Lay low.
Right.
Go home, Darren.
Yes, ma'am.
What?
I didn't know if you were going to give me advice or, like, help me.
I wasn't doing you a favor.
Then why did you do it?
I don't know.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice life.
Scene 3, the next day, Tommy's law office. He reads through some papers. Darren enters with a hood over his head. He looks behind him, making sure that no one is following. There are 2 chairs set up. Tommy looks up.
Did you come to assassinate me?
No.
That's unfortunate. Darren, right?
Yes.
You look a little nervous.
I'm okay. I just... Can we get this over with?
Sure. Have a seat. I can't help you.
What?
Ethically, legally. I am defending Monty. I am going against the department, so unless you're switching sides and are here to tell me that you're going to testify against your partners regarding the events of that night, you're on your own.
Oh, the Force knows everything. Everything you do starts with them and goes down from there. Should I leave?
Does anyone know you're here?
No.
Then a conversation won't hurt, will it? Just 2 men with 2 mouths with words coming out of them?
I guess not. Are you sure?
You look like you're afraid.
The past few days have been a lot.
I'm assuming your pals aren't too happy about what I'm doing.
No, sir, they are not.
I can bet they want to use their bats on me now more than ever. Your friend, Officer Longworth, got officially arrested about a half an hour ago. The heat's coming down on y'all. I don't know if you were made aware.
Is he the only one?
For now.
Am I going to get arrested?
How the hell would I know? You're the police, Darren, not me.
But is there a chance?
Of course there is. And you're here, sitting in front of me. Why?
I was told to find a lawyer that could help me.
None of those other boys have come and seeking assistance.
I'm here.
You could have gone to anyone.
You were recommended.
As a good lawyer.
Yes.
Or as a good black one.
Well, it's...
See, that's what I thought. I've got no interest in being anyone's great black hope. Do you drink?
I shouldn't.
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Well, nothing too personal, of course. Just the basics. How long have you been on the force?
I don't know. Not long.
Give me a ballpark.
About 8 months.
A true rookie.
I guess you could say so.
Are you nervous about something?
I haven't been able to sleep. The whole night I just replay in my head. It's like it's haunting me. I can't take it. I was there. I was one of them.
Yeah, you were one of the officers who killed that young man. Just say it all. Say it straight.
I didn't kill him.
But you were there.
Yes.
And you hit him over the head just like the rest of them.
Yes.
If you're not a killer, then what would you call it?
I didn't want to. I swear I didn't.
And why did you?
Look, don't judge me. I'm not a bad person.
Son, only God and the jury can judge you, and I only work with one of them.
I didn't want to do it. Okay, like I told you before. But when someone over you tells you that it's go time, then you just follow their lead. I didn't know any better.
You're a grown man.
It's complicated.
Then look me in the eyes, like I'm a 4th grader, and help me solve this equation, Darren. Because right now, nothing is adding up, and I feel it's because you're leaving out something here. I need the full picture.
I didn't know they were going to beat him up.
Oh no. let's get one thing straight. My nephew got beat up on the playground. He had a few scrapes on his legs, some bruises, maybe a nosebleed, but he slapped on some Band-Aids, and he went back to playing on the slide. At the worst, beating up will get you a knot on the head. Now, some might say it's more dangerous to be a football player. That boy was murdered.
I know.
All right. Calm down. I don't like white people crying in my office.
I stopped once it started getting bad, but they kept going. They kept hitting him.
There's a big tree right outside my office. A huge one. It's real big. And it's been standing in the same spot for decades. And I always wondered how that tree could stand for that long. So I did some research, called some people, and found out that it was the most popular tree to lynch black people from. That means that if you look through my window 50 years ago, there's a chance you'd see someone's father dangling from a branch.
That is messed up.
Is it?
I mean, yeah.
Well, when things are messed up, someone should put a stop to it.
I don't think anyone's getting lynched anymore.
Yes, they do. And even if they don't, someone's father is still dead on the ground somewhere. Two wrongs don't make a right, Darren.
I know that.
That boy didn't have a chance to know what it felt like to be a father. Not exactly.
I feel guilty as hell.
You should. And off the record, I want you to know that going into a courtroom and admitting to being a murderer will not save you from a sentence.
I know. I'm not making excuses. What do you mean off the record?
Have you ever used the N-word?
Huh?
The N-word. Have you ever used it?
Like to someone's face?
Like in general.
Why do you need to know?
I want to know if I can trust you.
Oh, you can.
Then tell me, have you ever said the N-word?
Which one?
Really?
Look, I'm not comfortable with this question.
Go answer it and it'll all be over with.
I don't see why this is necessary.
I've said it. Shoot, I probably said it right in the eyes of a few people. Now, you know my answer. Tell me yours.
I feel like you're setting me up.
It's an easy question. I just told you I've said it. Nigga. 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 So biggie. Nigga, coon. Ass jigaboo sambo, buckwheat Uncle Tom worker boy. I don't have the problem spitting out the truth. Why do you?
It's just different.
How?
When you say it.
If I said nigga, how is that any different than if you or anybody else in the world said it?
Because it's like, it's your word.
Oh, nigga, please. I don't own it. I don't have a permit to use the N-word. I don't have to hand out cards every time somebody wants to say it. I'd be one rich John if I did. Answer the question.
I don't want to answer that.
You can't answer the question. I only asked you to be transparent. Of course you've used the word, or at least thought about it. Everyone has once in their life. That's all you had to say, and I would have respected you, man to man. But I can see now that you're too scared to take ownership, which is no help to either of us.
It was an offensive question.
I don't think you're in any place to tell me what's offensive. If you can't answer that, you can't handle anything that they're going to ask you out there on that stand.
Then I'm not taking the stand. People are already going to hate me. I can't add on to it by putting myself out there like that. I mean,
oh, you're out there already. You committed murder on camera. A video that has been played and rewatched thousands, if not millions of times by now, and you're here. There ain't a knee on your neck right now, Darren. You are free. You don't know what it's like to need help.
I'm sorry.
Damn right you are.
You know, maybe people would want to help you if you get your head out of your ass.
and here I was thinking that you were the modest one.
I'm just saying, maybe it's not all of our fault.
You mean the murder? The murder of a young boy killed by your own men in blue, shiny gold badge and black shoes. That wasn't your fault.
He wasn't a young boy.
Young boy, young man, grown man, old man, little boy. What the fuck does it matter? Life is life, man. You ain't God, sir. You don't control who gets to live or die.
Yeah, they taught us all about this in the academy.
Oh, did they? Well, then I am here for it. Fill me in, because apparently there's something I don't know.
Well, they taught us that there are bad people out there. People who don't care about taking our lives.
Oh, black people.
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
Different kinds of people. Bad people, dangerous people.
And dangerous neighborhoods.
Maybe.
I love where this is going.
Look, there have been officers who've been shot and killed in the line of duty because some gangbanger and his boys started firing. The cops didn't shoot first. They didn't pose any threat.
Arrest is a pretty big threat.
It would be if they had even given the time to put them in the cuffs, but they didn't. They saw the car and started blasting.
Maybe you should bring in the unmarked car first next time.
I'm not joking. We could go to a scene not knowing what the hell to expect, and it's not our fault that sometimes people who look like you and the kid are the ones causing the trouble. Really, you should be concerned about them having guns. They kill each other way more than any officer has.
Well, when you drop them in dangerous neighborhoods with low living conditions, Subpar school systems, old textbooks with holes that stop at the first Bush administration, and a home where people are stacked up on top of each other. What do you expect them to do? They react and adapt.
Where did you grow up?
I'm not playing your game, sir.
No, exactly. You grew up in one of those places, right?
Oh, in the hood? Yeah. As a matter of fact, I did.
Well, look at you now. You're a fancy lawyer.
There ain't nothing fancy about me. Now let me pose the same question to you, but in reverse. Where did you grow up, huh? Probably a picket fence and sprinklers on the lawn, right?
Oh, right.
Daddy was a working man, honest worker. Your mama kept the house very clean. That is, when the maid wasn't there to sweep up the mess, right?
I didn't have a maid.
Oh, you had a nanny, a housekeeper, a mammy.
Nope.
Oh, but you could have if you wanted one.
So my parents worked hard and took care of us. What's the problem?
The big deal is that you shouldn't try to talk smart to someone who's smarter than you. You say that the hood produces dangerous people. You confirm that I am not one of those people, yet you also establish that I am in fact from what you consider to be in a dangerous environment. And yet I've never killed a man in my life. Never held a gun, unlike you and yours. Barely even got into a fight. But you, oh, you had the life that kids where I come from can only dream of. And yet here you are, like a lost puppy in my office because you can't sleep at night knowing that you are a murderer. How does mommy and daddy like that? Perhaps you should have been raised like me. See, there are bad apples off every tree, no matter if it's a red one or a green one. But I know the people from my side of town, and they work harder than your daddy ever did. Because they want to get the hell about. Not to prevent their kids from killing each other, but to prevent you from assuming they're dangerous for living there. Then again, maybe they should stay. I mean, y'all see a black kid in the Technicolor side of town, and you probably think he was suspicious there too. Because he doesn't belong.
I don't see color.
I think it might be time for you to start. You can see your way out. Now, I have clients who want my help. You're wasting their time.
Okay.
I like you, Darren. You make me feel so strong.
I said too much, didn't I?
You didn't say anything I didn't already know. Thanks for coming by.
I really hope you win.
Scene 4. Laurie sits, a large hoodie on covering nearly the entirety of her body. Monty enters.
Laurie?
Yeah?
I'm Monty, Lewis's cousin.
The cop.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were gonna show.
Well, wouldn't I?
You never had someone say that they were gonna be there for you only to never hear from them again?
Yeah, I have.
He talked about you sometimes. Lewis did. Liked you. Looked up to you.
I didn't know.
Maybe he didn't want you to.
Well, I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known more. Done more. You have to understand that. I wish I had.
Were you one of them?
No, I got there after.
Good. You hate yourself?
Should I?
I would. I do. Sometimes.
Did you go to the funeral?
No. Did you?
Wasn't invited.
There were cameras there, a bunch of them, local stations. They didn't think me being there would convey a good look.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I was there for his life. It's what counts, I guess.
How are you doing?
I don't know.
That was a stupid question.
No, I just don't know. I don't feel anything right now. I'm numb. I don't know why.
Called grief.
Yeah, thanks.
There's supposed to be more protests today.
I heard.
They got pretty violent last night. I was there.
No one died.
That's true.
He wasn't a bad person.
I know.
He was smart.
I know.
He was a good guy.
Hey, I know.
No one on the internet seems to. He's already dead, and it's like they're trying to kill him all over again, digging up anything that they can find, whether it's true or not. What happened to rest in peace?
I think it would be better if you stayed offline for a while.
You want me to shut up? Hide?
I don't want you to make yourself hurt more than you already do.
You don't know me.
But I know how easy it is to self-sabotage.
Hiding from it is only gonna make it worse. Okay, I probably say worse things to myself than people online do.
You should give yourself time to grieve, or else you'll be dealing with it forever. You're still young. Don't dig yourself your own grave.
You're giving me advice. Sitting here looking like you haven't slept in a year, and you want to tell me what I need to do? I can't ignore it and hope that I'll miraculously feel better.
I know. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. I just want you to know that you have nothing but life ahead of you. Things fade, and while you'll never forget this, it won't be the end of you. You'll fall in love again.
Are you serious?
I should shut up. You're pretty covered up.
So?
It's summer.
Laurie stands up and takes off her coat, revealing a visibly pregnant stomach.
Ta-da! Guess I will be dealing with it forever, after all.
Oh.
I know. I'm a statistic. Brown girl with a baby bump. The whole universe saw that one coming. This is all they see. No brains, just belly.
No.
I was on track to be valedictorian of my school. Do you believe that? Oh, nobody sees. Nobody says anything about that. Okay, acceptance letters from Yale, Dartmouth, Brown, which I find beautifully ironic. And not to mention every single state school, every single one. Even the all-boy ones. But no one pays attention to that stuff anymore. It isn't most likely to succeed. It's most likely to breastfeed in biology class.
And you're sure it's Lewis's baby? That came out wrong.
Wow.
I wasn't implying anything.
Dios mío, you think I get around like that? You think I'm fast because I have hoop earrings and I got bubble gum in my pocket? I'm not a respectable woman? Okay, I swear you pigs are the worst.
I'm not like that.
Oh, then why? Literally. After what I talked about, how no one sees anything but the stomach and now not anything else, would you bring that up? Oh, but it's not just that. You call me a tramp in the process.
I didn't call you any names, nothing like that.
In so many words, you did.
Okay, yeah, I admit I didn't choose my words well. I didn't think it through.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, really. I'm not that guy. Honestly, I'm not. I want to help.
I believe you. No need to get all defensive.
It's just that if Lewis really felt the way about me that you said he did, then I want to live up to it in any way that I can.
That's sweet of you. And I appreciate it. I'm not mad. Exhausted, maybe. Hungry a little bit, but we don't have time in this life to get upset at useless crap or hold grudges. Okay, I learned that the hard way. We didn't plan this or anything, me and Lewis. I know I wasn't going to be a lavish housewife, but he was excited, so was I. I'm not excited anymore.
I'm sorry.
Can you cool it? Okay, I'm sick of hearing that, honestly. Why do people say that kind of stuff? Is it supposed to make me feel better? Because sorry? For what? For me or for him? What?
I just want to make things right.
Can you go back in time and fix what happened?
No.
Then there's nothing you can do.
You talked to Tommy, right? He wants to nip this all in the bud.
Yeah, I heard. Do you believe that?
I believe he wants to help.
But do you believe that he can?
That I'm not sure of.
Yeah. I loved him.
I know.
So why him? Out of everybody in this world, what, 7 billion people, and he's the one that had to be taken away?
I don't have the answer to that.
How am I supposed to trust you? Being a cop and everything. How do I know that you're one of the good ones? And how am I supposed to believe that there's actually good ones still out there now?
I would tell you if I thought I could trust myself.
It was on camera. So many people stood there and watched, and they did nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Would you have done anything?
I want to say yes.
You want to say yes.
I want to say yes.
But you're not sure.
Are you sure?
I want to say I would.
People never know until it happens to them.
Sounds like a cop-out. No pun intended.
Yeah.
This is definitely gonna come out very wrong, so fair warning beforehand.
Okay.
Sometimes I just wish he got shot in the head.
That's not what I expected.
No, at least then it would have been instant. He wouldn't have felt it in his last moment. He wouldn't have felt pain. The way that they beat him, he felt every kick, every hit. His organs bruising, his brain smashing into itself. He felt his bones bending, cracking, breaking. It's a horrible way to die. I'm not ready for this.
For what?
Any of this. I was a little bit ready when he was here, but now I'm not sure if this is a good idea or a bad idea. At least when I had someone, he could tell me that shit was gonna work out in the end. Okay, and it was all gonna be okay, and it was all lies. It was all lies. It was always lies, but they were good lies. The lies, they made me feel better. They made me feel good, and I just want to feel good again. My mom had me at 18, and I swore I was gonna be different. But even when things turned out the opposite way, he made me feel like there was a reason for it all.
And there still might be a reason to it.
What the fuck good is gonna come out of this? It's a disaster.
At least you have good memories.
I don't want memories. I want him. What if it's a boy?
Do you want a girl?
If it's a boy, he's gonna grow into a man and he's gonna look like his father. And I'll have to watch him walk out the door, go to school, and then I'll have to spend the whole day checking the news, checking the phone, making sure I don't see his face smashed in by someone's boot.
You could look at it this way. You have the last living, breathing piece of Lewis sleeping inside of you right now. You're the only one who can truly keep his name alive. Not through posts, not through pictures, through life.
When you say
and
that,
through love. I
feel like I'm suffocating. That's such a responsibility that I don't know if I'm cut out for. It's the only one that's kept me from,
No. What?
Ending it.
So when I was a kid, I used to have this thing for rain. I don't know why, I just loved it. I loved the feeling, the way it hit my face, ran down, the smell, all of it. I always got told to stay at the parks and playgrounds close to where I live. And for the most part, I stuck to that. But one day, I went to the park that was a few blocks away. It was much nicer than the ones I usually went to. And I must have been 12. I probably looked 16. And as I was playing around, these kids came up to me. A bunch of punks. They run up and start beating my ass like I owed them money. I go home and I expect my mom to whoop my ass worse than they had for disobeying her. But she didn't. I walked in and she just broke down and hugged me. It turns out that same day, some kid had gone into a store for a Pepsi and got thrown into the Ohio River. My mom saw it on TV and was convinced it had to be her son floating. Now I hate the rain.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No. The point is, we're not in control of the things that hurt us. And when I say hurt, I don't mean just physically. We get hurt so often without anyone laying a finger on us, and it has nothing to do with us. Some of us are lucky enough to live and see another day, and then some of us just
end up like Lewis.
Our mothers are always gonna worry. My mom worried about me until the day she died. You're gonna worry.
Do you believe in God?
Sometimes.
If he exists, he's cruel.
Monty reaches for her stomach.
Can I?
Yeah.
Not everything that seems like a punishment actually is.
Is this real life? Tell me it's not.
I don't know. I hope not.
My parents don't know whether to be ashamed or feel sorry for me, or both. No one knows how to feel. And everyone from his family, they never thought highly of me.
I know it's not much, but I think you're pretty cool.
I need you. I need someone.
Scene 5. The lights come back up and Tommy walks onto the bare stage, chewing a toothpick. He stops center and looks at the audience.
I have come to the most likely correct conclusion that no one cares. Not about you. Not about me. Not about a goddamn one of us. Except for maybe your grandparents, and if you're lucky, one of your actual parents. Care is based on convenience. No one cares about your ass until they feel obligated to, or feel that it would be wrong if they did not. For example, a young girl is bullied for the entirety of her school career. She goes from kindergarten to freshman year of high school being pushed downstairs and assaulted in the bathroom. That is, until she is diagnosed with leukemia. Then everyone loves her. Everyone states their support, has nothing but nice things to say about her. And if, or rather in this situation, when she passes away, every brat who ever busted her head against a desk will act as if they were her best friends. They will speak on how they wish they knew her more than they did, how they wished she had more time. They will say that they care. And they will be lying. Everyone lies. And lies are easier than the truth. See, if that young girl passed and those kids admitted to making her life a living hell, they would not appear to have the semblance of a heart. The truth is the truth, but it is not light on the tongue. Similarly, a young man is killed. For his entire life, he has been nothing more or less than a nigger. He has been a nigger since birth. The doctor, age 60-something, helped his mama with birth, and internally, the first thought he had was, another nigger into this world. Lord help us. It is an uncomfortable thought. But then again, the truth usually is. So this young man grows up, seen as nothing but that label that was plastered on his forearm. And then one day, he is murdered. And motherfuckers turn him into a martyr. They paint pictures of him. They march for him, cry for him, pray for him. They would not have trusted him during his life. They would have avoided him, crossed the street at the sight of his black ass. But in death, it is better to seem to be clear of prejudice. It is better to seem that you care, though you do not, though you never have. You will pretend and act in this never-ending American showcase until you feel safe enough to return to your corner of the world where you are safe. Until a young man who looks quite like the other young man is killed in very similar circumstances. And then you care again. Then you make a conscious effort to be heard and seen caring, because if no one sees you caring, then you are not important and your caring is pointless. And why pretend that you're caring if no one can witness it? After all, it's more about you than it is about an image, and it is about the peace or love or simply giving a fuck about anyone who isn't the person looking back at you in a goddamn mirror. So yeah, I feel 110% correct in my observation that your caring is bullshit, and that your care is cowardice, and that your heart is non-existent. It is barren. It is bare. It is naked. It is empty. You are empty. You are a liar. You all are liars. You are all searching desperately for relevance because you have none and will never have any unless you market yourself at the expense of a dead body. Fuck you, and fuck your care. Fuck you and your low-level performance art decorated to appear as activism. You don't care. And I don't care about you. The stark difference between the two of us is that I'm not afraid to say so.
He walks off. Blackout. End of Act 1. Act 2, Scene 1. A park basketball court. Monty enters dribbling a basketball. He's dressed down, developing a rhythm. Tommy comes out wearing a full suit.
Do you ever take the suits off, man? I know you got to be hot as hell.
I take pride in looking professional, thank you.
You look like you're going to prom.
Chuck up. Pass that this way.
I did tell you we were playing ball, right? This isn't a business meeting.
I'm well aware, brother.
How's the lawyer business?
Since when do you care?
Hey, I'm just trying to get a taste of your life. Maybe I'll get a suit and tie and look all fancy.
Look, don't just say get a suit and tie as if I picked this up off a shelf or off a rack. This, my dear friend and brother, is top of the line, designer, tailored, made just for me and only me.
I guess that's how you know you're winning in life.
No, that's how you know you don't have kids to feed, so you are free to spend your money on whatever the hell you want.
I don't have kids.
You're right. You just don't know how to dress.
I see how it is.
I'm just saying. You can take the boy out of the block, but you can't take the funk out of his clothes.
Man, pass the ball.
You watch the news?
There's nothing new on the news.
You should check it out sometimes. Pretty interesting shit on there if you ask me.
Nothing interesting to me.
Might be.
Like what?
A special report on the new class coming out of the police academy, your alma mater.
Don't be like that. Pass the ball.
I thought you want to see the new recruits.
Don't do that.
What?
Associate them with me.
I don't know how not to. You did that on your own the first time you put the badge on.
Don't put me with them.
What's your beef, bro?
Fuck you.
Look, I was just playing around.
I'm not laughing.
I don't know why. Let it go for a second. Damn.
That's easy for you to say.
Oh, look who thinks he can talk smack now.
Sell out.
You can't hurt my feelings.
Do you report to the chambers to talk to the judge or the master?
Oh, real original stuff. I can't wait to see the whole show.
This is my life. It's not a fucking joke.
Yeah, look at me.
I swear.
Look at me in my eyes.
What?
Look at me and tell me I'm the one you're mad at. I dare you. Right, do it with a straight face.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't want to hear about that cop shit, okay? Not right now. Right now, I want to play ball. You have no idea what I've been up to.
I know one thing. Just about every place is boarded up or burnt down or broken into except that station. It's still standing tall in all its glory.
Not my problem.
We all good?
We all good.
Very firm handshake, young man. What are your intentions with my daughter?
I feel like I should be asking you. You're the one looking like you're about to take her to homecoming.
Oh, man, first prom and now homecoming. You know, you were never one with the cleverest comebacks.
That's not fair.
It sure is.
It doesn't count.
I got 10 fingers and I can count your comebacks ain't shit on every last one of them.
You're a lawyer. It's in your job description to talk shit.
You aren't left.
I know I'm right.
Can I be real with you for a minute?
You haven't been being real?
Can I be realer than real with you?
100%.
200%.
Till the church lady sings.
Amen to that.
You ain't sly.
So I'll never lie.
Damn right.
Damn straight.
What's up, man?
I miss this. Just coming out here and playing ball, being free.
I never thought I'd hear you say the word free.
You got jokes.
Free at last. Free at last.
Man, the greatest lie ever told is that any of us are free.
I was born by the river.
Yeah, and they've been trying to drown us ever since.
But we'll reach the mountaintop.
200, bro. When's the last time you felt you could breathe?
It's been a minute.
Don't I know it?
You remember when we were kids? Everything was easy. Felt like we could float.
Yeah, those were the days.
The old comic book shop.
Root Market now.
Listening to music.
97.9 FM.
The cool station.
Tupac Tuesdays.
And Soul Sunday.
And we go up to the court outside my building and play until my mama yelled for me to come to dinner.
Now, we really thought we were going to be the next LeBron.
Yeah, why did we stop going to that court anyway?
You know why?
Shit.
There we go.
Julian. That fucked me up. That fucked all of us up.
That was the day we became men.
Yeah, not by choice.
It's never by choice. Nothing was the same after that.
Yeah. Oh, you are gonna hate me for reminding you of this.
Now you gotta tell it.
We had to have been about 15, and when you peaked.
Fuck you.
And we had that pickup game with a couple of seniors, and that girl that came that you were in love with. What was her name again?
Oh man, don't do this shit to me.
Esmeralda.
There you go.
Hey, look, I agree. She was fine.
Thank you.
She was also damn near 30.
I had high hopes.
She was your babysitter.
Yeah. And I was completely ready for her to sit on me and make some babies.
Wow. Has anyone ever told you that you should write a book?
I think we can agree that that was a bad day.
For you. I had the greatest laugh on that day. Man, you couldn't make a shot. It was that big dude that we were playing against. Now, he had gotten a scholarship to play Augusta the year after.
Teddy Jean?
My man Teddy Jean. Better known as Teddy Green Giant. I'm telling you, that brother was 40 in the 6th grade.
He kicked our butts either way.
He sure did. Dropped you on the ground more times than I could count. And that wasn't even the worst part.
I know.
that same night, who did Teddy Green Giant hook up with?
Esmeralda?
Say it again for the people in the back.
Esmeralda?
Esmeralda. You know they got married, right?
No way.
Yeah, true as stew.
How you know this?
I saw it on Facebook.
You have a Facebook?
I just use it to make sure my exes aren't doing better than me.
I guess we all have a little bit of asshole in us after all.
Yes, we do.
You feel good about yourself?
Better than ever. I'm still on top. Yeah.
Hey, Tommy,
Uh-huh.
you ever get scared?
I lived my whole life in fear.
Good to know I'm not the only one.
I mean, this suit that you insist on talking so much shit about, this right here is my armor. It's my protection. I mean, at least I pretend it is. See, when I got this here on, I feel like people look at me differently. Like they don't see a black man. They just see a man.
You think that's true?
Not at all. I mean, it could be the second coming and they wouldn't trust me, no matter what I have on. But it's a good front. Keeps me sane. I imagine that's how you feel parading around in that cop uniform.
I quit.
I mean, yeah, we're all fed up.
No, man. I quit my job.
Why didn't you tell me that when I was messing around with you before?
Would you have really stopped if I did?
Good point. No, I wouldn't have. I do feel bad though.
No, you don't.
Listen, I'm trying.
You're failing.
Either way, good for you.
Can we sit?
Yeah, sure thing.
I couldn't do it anymore.
Good.
You think I did the right thing?
Hell yeah, I do.
What about my bills, my rent, insurance?
Did you want to quit or not?
I did, but I'm an adult.
Look, which do you prefer, money and security or sanity and integrity?
The money and security sounds nice.
But money is the root of all evil, brother.
You know what's more evil than money?
Women.
Besides that.
Mitch McConnell.
Besides him.
Look, I hit rock bottom. You gotta lend me a hand.
Eviction notices.
You'll make it. And if you need help before you find another gig, I'll slide a little across the table. And the rest? Well, your girl is always talking up her daddy like he's Thomas fucking Jefferson, so let him foot the bill for once.
I don't know why I wanted to work there in the first place.
You wanted to be more than what you come from. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You're a good, hard-working man. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
I could have done anything else.
But you didn't. You did what you did, and you made a good living out of it.
I haven't been able to call my aunt to see how she's doing.
Well, I assume not good.
I go and pick up my phone every day, but I can't get myself to do it. I feel like the enemy.
See, this is something I picked up early on practicing law. There are no enemies, right? There are no heroes either. It's people, humans, you, me, that's it. We all got a little hero in us and we all got a little bit of villain in us too. It's up to us to decide which part we're gonna show more often. You haven't chose anything but hero.
But I'm dating a white woman.
I had no idea.
Am I a traitor?
Oh, what's her name again? Buffy? Becky? Barbie?
Britney?
Yo, I know, I'm just messing with you, man. Of course you're not a traitor. Nobody called Mildred and Richard loving traitors. But your girl is white. She should apply to work as a snowflake during the winter.
Yo, how long have you been holding that one in?
Yo, since the day I met her. I can't stand the girl, but she loves you and you love her. It personally is my least favorite episode of Roots, but I'll keep watching.
Have you ever thought about getting married?
Oh, don't tell me you're thinking about popping the question.
I just popped the question to you. Answer it.
No, I have not. Not in a very, very long time.
You have to move on.
I have. I have. No, I'm just busy.
Or you're still stuck on someone that's not here.
Look, yeah, maybe you're onto something there. But it doesn't matter. I have my calling in life, and I don't have the time to be pulled down by someone or to be the one doing the pulling. Now, someday, possibly, but not today. And it's just too much work to do. Are you sure you're okay?
No.
I don't have the answers. I might act like I do, but I don't know any more than the next guy. There's only two things in this life: heart and hard work. I've done the work. I know I have. What does that say about my heart? I'm not sure if we lead with optimism or if we should lead with the truth, which is that people are as shitty as they've always been.
We could think about that. But right now, I just want to float.
To the mountaintop.
To the mountaintop.
All right.
Yo,
Yeah.
let's start a game. 1-on-1 like back in the day.
All right, I can roll with that. What are the stakes?
Easy. Loser buys lunch. You approve of that move, counselor?
That's a deal I can get behind. And it better not be Burger King or something like that.
Okay, all right. How about this then?
Huh?
Loser pays, winner chooses.
Perfect. You should have waited to quit your job.
Why?
Because I am about to drain your last paycheck right quick.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Scene 2. Laurie walks onto the stage in a hospital gown. She stands to the side, covering herself with her arms.
I make the appointment and have a friend take me to the state next over. It's safer that way, and I walk into a clinic with a waiting room full of people I've never met before, some who are alone, some with family members, some with their babies. One woman's pregnant, just smelled just like smoke, and a couple of girls that look 3 years younger than me. And they call my name, and I walk into a cold room, and they ask me to take off my clothes, and I change into this gown. My cousin Toto came from jail, and he had told me that they had told him to do the same thing. They told him to drop all his clothes so that they could make sure that he wasn't bringing in anything with him. But for me, well, they know what I'm bringing in. And they look at me with these eyes that say, pobrecita niña, like this poor girl, and they start telling me about how the procedure is gonna go, and telling me that I'm gonna be sore down there for a little bit and get better in a few days. And they ask me if I'm sure, and I say no. When I said that, everything started flooding back to me. I thought about the first time we held hands. We were in a park, that romantic comedy kind of stuff. That's who he was. I held a guy's hand before, but it felt like foreign with him, like he was holding on, like I was holding on to someone, you know, who's never gonna let go of me in the best way. And right there in that clinic, I felt his hand on mine again. This time he was squeezing. I felt his pressure like I've never felt before, and he squeezed harder, and he was reminding me that he was there, that it wasn't just about me, and that I'm not sure of. I'm not alone. And I grabbed my clothes, and I ran straight out of that office as fast as I could. And I could hear my papa telling me, you know, respira, niña, sabes a donde vas, in a calm, tired voice of record player scratching his throat from years of smoking before I was born. And I ran until I could find myself with a different kind of doctor, and I told them I want to see it. I told them I want to know, and after a while they call me back in, and they lift my shirt up, which is a lot better than the whole strip thing, and they put this gel on my stomach. It tickled a little, but there it was. My baby. Our baby. And I go and I reach for his hand, and he's gone. He's gone.
She exits, entering into scene 3, Monty and Brittany's apartment. Brittany, holding a glass of wine, stands.
Who are you?
I'm sorry, I thought that this was,
No, who are you?
I'm looking for Monty.
Monty?
Yes, this is wrong.
No. No.
Oh,
But who are you?
okay, I can come back.
No, you can tell me who you are.
He gave me this address, told me I could drop by at any time if I needed anything. I don't need anything right now. I just wanted to tell him something.
How old are you?
Why?
You look young.
So do you.
You look younger.
I'm Lewis's girlfriend.
Oh.
Well, I was.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't.
Oh, but you're.
No.
No, do you need anything?
Wine?
What?
I was making a joke.
Oh, anything. Do you need anything? Can I help you with something?
I don't think so.
Do you need money?
Does it look like I need money?
I'm not sure I know what that looks like.
I should go.
This is going wrong, and it's unintentional. I wasn't expecting you. I'm Brittany, Monty's girlfriend. Monty's girlfriend.
Okay.
You look tired?
Yeah.
Monty has never talked about you.
Well, he didn't know about me until recently.
Oh, I guess that explains it.
Are you drunk?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm a little. It's not drunk, it's wine drunk.
Okay.
There's a difference.
I'll take your word for it.
It's hard.
Yeah, I'm sure it's hard being you.
No, it's hard being a woman.
Sure.
Everyone is suffering, and I feel like I'm not suffering enough.
You want to suffer?
No, I don't know. I don't want to feel lucky. I shouldn't feel lucky. I should feel.
You just want to feel like me.
No, but no offense.
Why would I take offense to you not wanting to be me? Of course, you don't want to be me. I'm not mad about you not wanting to be me. I don't want to be you either. Okay, I don't want to be someone who feels so left out of suffering, so lonely with themselves that even the act of pain is worthy of envy.
Wait. What?
I've heard enough of people talking. People trying to understand me, and it's not possible. You don't get me, I don't get you, and that's nothing I have an issue with.
Things are falling apart.
Yeah, I know.
It's like I'm in a paper house and it's raining and everything is crumbling and it's tearing.
You can't lose everything.
It's a feeling.
You can't. You can't lose everything.
That's how it feels.
Everything, you still somehow have everything, so. Will he be back later?
Who?
Monty.
Monty?
Will he be back later?
I was 6 years old the first time I saw a black person.
Okay.
He was the son of a gardener who worked at my father's country club. I pointed to him and with my childhood ignorance stated, "Daddy, look, he's the color of a chocolate chip cookie." I guess that wasn't the worst thing I could have said, but still, that's what came out. And my dad told me to stop pointing and that it wasn't polite. It was a great lesson to learn at a young age. And then he told me, he is different. He is different than you and me and your mother and your grandparents and anyone who can afford to lounge here. And again, with my childhood ignorance, I asked the important question, why? Nothing followed after, just why? And he looked me in the eyes the way he used to do, with power. And the knowing that no matter what he said, no one would argue with him. And he told me, because you are better, because you were born better. Don't ever question it. Just be glad you were. So I never asked about it again. It's no longer cute to be ignorant. But I still ask every night, why am I in love with a man who is the color of a chocolate chip cookie? Do I have a reason? Do I know what love is at all? And what do I see when his skin is on mine? Why?
Will he be back later?
Yeah, later. Soon, maybe. Hopefully.
Okay, I'll be back later.
Well, you could stay.
I'll be back later.
Scene 4, Joanne's office. She packs items into a cardboard box. Monty enters.
You wanted to see me?
Officer Bridges.
Monty. Just Monty.
Right. Yes. I heard through the grapevine that you quit.
The grapevine tells no lies.
I heard it was one hell of a resignation letter.
Much more heart than your resignation speech.
I guess we're on the same boat then.
We aren't. Why are you here?
Slow transition process. I didn't realize how many things I had here until I started moving them out.
Looks like you're almost done.
I am.
Have you met your replacement?
I have. He seems tough.
They have enough tough.
It's an end of an era. The victim of the beating.
Murder?
He was a relative.
My cousin.
I should have said this sooner, but my condolences. Though I'm not sure how much that means.
Doesn't mean much. You're running.
I'm leaving.
Going on vacation?
Moving.
Out of town?
Out of state. A fresh start.
Must be nice.
I don't want any bad blood between us, Monty. You, more than anyone, should understand that a position does not define who you are as a person.
I know that.
Good.
But you had a chance. With all due respect, you had a chance to denounce and condemn the whole department, the whole system. If you were going to quit, you could
resign.
You could have taken a stand. You had the power, the platform. You wasted it. I was waiting. I was waiting for you to be good.
I said what I needed to say.
You said what you needed to say to stay safe, to be able to gain employment elsewhere, to not be painted as some
angry brown-skinned bitch. Yeah.
What's the difference between this force and one in Kansas, in California? What's going to change? You go to a new town and all you're going to find is another group of officers waiting for their chance to kill a nigga. Everywhere you go, every city, state, every town, blood's on the ground. What are you going to do the next time it happens? In the next place you bounce to? Are you going to keep hopping around? Good luck.
I didn't want to see you to be chastised.
I'm only being honest.
I wanted to have a conversation. Two professionals, not an argument, not a debate. I chose my career and I don't regret it. I never will. It was a choice I made and I had a reason behind it. I wanted to be the one to change things. That's how it started. That's why. I realized the flaws on my first day in uniform. I thought about quitting, felt guilty for being involved with people who were more like a locker room of players than America's finest. But I'm not ashamed. I still wanted to change things. I still wanted to move up, and I did. I'd be crazy to look back at the work that I've done and put it with shame. I am sorry for what your family has been put through.
You don't know half of what my family has been put through.
I don't. Not fully. But my brother was shot in front of our building when I was 9. I know that. I feel that. You didn't know. No one does. No one needs to. That's my motivation. That's my push. The colored woman has always protected and served. The colored woman had to feed the master's babies and her own. I refuse to let this break me. I refuse to let it get in the way of my goal, my push. Another kid is going to be killed. That is going to happen. We're being honest, right? That's the deal. But if I stick to it, if I keep working and moving, maybe, just maybe, I can make sure that one less kid ends up in a coffin. Just one. Just one. You can quit, Monty. No one blames you for that. Not me in the least. We are in the same boat, whether you want to see it right now or not. But there's room on that boat for the both of us. Nobody has to drown.
You didn't see it.
No, I didn't.
You didn't get the call. Got you thinking it's just another juvie dropout on the side of the street. The same old shit. But you get there and you see the phone cameras rolling, the people screaming. You see men with the same uniform as you acting like cavemen in the night. If that's not fucked up enough, you walk up and look down to see your own blood staining the concrete. You didn't have to see the life drain out.
Did you take a swing on him?
Of course not.
Then make sure next time you get a call, you get there before life gets drained.
I don't want to be a cop anymore.
You don't have to be. All you have to do is be there. Try to be there. I know I will.
Do you know where you're going?
I'm gonna stay with some family in Atlanta for a little bit to recoup, clear my mind, find myself, and then find my way. Whatever comes next, comes next.
I hear you.
What about you? What comes next?
I don't know. Maybe I'll teach.
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 All right. I could teach too.
Teach?
Teach. I could head an academy, give them hell.
End of an era.
And yet, not a damn thing's changed. I'm tired, Monty. I'm really fucking tired. I know you are too. Don't let them break you. Don't let them kill you.
Unfortunately, I'm not the one in control of that.
Of your own life?
Have a good time in Atlanta. I hear nothing but good things.
Scene 5, Monty and Brittany's apartment. Darren is sitting down in the home. Brittany walks over to him, handing him a glass of water. She holds another glass of wine.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You're a real nice lady, you know that? Real nice.
It's just water, but thank you.
What the hell is he doing here?
Honey,
Monty.
What are you doing here? What is he doing here?
you left your phone when you went out and he called and I didn't know if it was an emergency or not, so I picked up.
You went through my phone?
I answered a call.
I want to talk to you, okay? I heard you quit.
You quit?
I don't have anything to talk about, not to you.
Please, okay? I just want to talk to you. I'm going crazy.
Maybe you
Good.
should listen to him.
Is he drinking out of one of my glasses?
He was freaking out. I gave him water so that he could calm down. Excuse me for being a good person.
Do you not recognize him?
Should I?
He was one of them, Britt. He killed Lewis.
He said he was your friend.
He's a killer.
Please, I'm not, okay? Just listen to me.
Brittany, can you leave us alone?
I want to be out here with you.
Brittany.
No.
Brittany.
Fine. I'll be in the room if you need me.
You should be nicer to her.
What do you want?
Okay, so...
No, not on my couch.
Listen, all the guys are talking about you, okay? It's all anyone can talk about. They keep asking me about you, and I don't know what to tell them.
Don't tell them shit. Simple as that. Problem solved. You can leave now.
Wait. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Did anyone talk to anyone?
About what?
About me, to anyone.
I don't have to tell you what I've done or who I talked to.
Look, I was dumb. I'm young, okay? If I could take it back, I would. I take a lot of things back in my life, so much of it.
Why are you here?
I thought we were cool. I thought we were friends. Look, we went for beers together. You helped me out when I started on the force. You know, you made me feel like one of the guys, and I've always appreciated that. I talked to your lawyer friend. Boy, he's tough.
He's honest.
And he's scary. And I have a girl, a fiance.
Well, go to her for pity.
We just found out that she's pregnant. She's gonna have a baby. I can't raise my kids behind bars.
You'll still be able to raise them though, right? Lewis, my cousin, the kid you helped murder, he has a girl too. A great one, smart one. She's pregnant just like yours.
I didn't know.
Of course you didn't. But you should be able to raise your kid, right? That's what you're saying.
I want to be a good dad.
You aren't even a good person.
You don't think I know that? My life wasn't supposed to turn out like this.
Poor you.
Come on, won't you listen to me? I don't know how things got so fucked up, okay? I don't know how things took a wrong turn, honest. And that's the thing. You don't know how wrong something is until it's done. And then you realize how much you screwed up, and then it's too late. I'm so fucking stupid. I mean, I know guys like that. I know guys who wouldn't think twice about killing someone just because of the way they look like. But that's not me.
Oh, you know bad people.
Yeah, bad people.
Friends.
Associates. People I grew up with. Sons of my dad's friends. You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Man, these guys I know, they call themselves the new gods. They say they're going to do the Lord's work and wipe the waste from the world. Undesirables is what they call them. You know? People of other races, anyone who isn't pure white, one black ball in the pit, and the whole pool is infected. Their words, not mine. Now they're bad people, hateful, without a concern for another human life. That's not me. Do you ever smoke?
No.
Me either. I didn't used to smoke, but now it's the only thing that calms my nerves. Man, I see ghosts, man.
Do you see Lewis?
Yeah. I mean, not like in person or anything, but I can't close my eyes without the whole thing playing back again and again and again and again. And my mother, she has breast cancer. It's like I'm cursed. I can't do anything right, and everyone around me just ends up getting hurt. Fuck, I'm a clown. I'll never be anyone than I am right now, will I? And I've written my own death certificate in fine print. Even if I don't face any consequences, even if nothing happens to any of us, it doesn't matter. How am I supposed to get back on the job after all this? How am I supposed to feel like I'm doing my service, huh?
Sit down. On the floor. And calm the fuck down.
Thanks.
Look, I don't know if you're sincere, but I'm not here to play a little violin for you. You can talk about all your regrets and shame and sudden awakenings, but I won't shed a tear. I won't forget the pain you caused others. You had a hand in that, and it's not possible to wash off that blood. Spin the story however you want, but don't expect me to forgive or forget. My grandmother went to church every Sunday, some Wednesdays too. And you know what? I don't think there's a verse in her good book that would justify your actions.
I've always wanted to do good in the world. I still want to. Please, man, I can't even blink.
Get some medication and deal with that shit then. And by the way, this isn't your world. There's a camera, it's hooked up to the satellite all the way in space, okay? and it streams a view of the earth 24/7. I like watching it. Seeing how we're just a tiny part of a much bigger thing. But the earth ain't black. The earth ain't white. It's blue and green.
Yo, can we be okay? Can we put the past in the past, water under the bridge? Right.
It can't be so simple for you.
I still can hear it. My heart beating like we were standing over him. Boom! Boom!
A toy gun.
Boom, boom, boom! Beating like crazy!
2 seconds, that's all it took.
We pulled up and the lights were on. Man, there was more people around than I'd ever seen at the time of the night.
Skittles and an iced tea.
And I told them, I said, man, look, I'm not sure about this, okay? Okay, maybe we should stop. But they wouldn't stop.
Heather Hair, did she even see it coming?
The whole crew was persistent. They wanted to make a move right there and then, and I followed along. Man, I shouldn't have stayed there for any of it.
The Tree of Life Synagogue.
Yeah, no turning back now.
The Victoria Islamic Center.
Turn around.
I should have stopped.
I should have stopped it.
Don't do it.
But I did it.
Checkmate.
I can hear my mother in my head telling me all the things I could have done instead of being the reason why some child ended up dead. Mom and Dad, you can't save me now.
I don't have the answers you're looking for. We're in control of our decisions, not the way the world works. We choose whether we make the right move or not. And if we make the wrong one, that's on us, as are the consequences that follow.
If we get judged on our worst day, won't we all be seen as bad people?
This is what keeps me up at night. There are probably more men who look like me out here behind bars for crimes they didn't commit than there are birds in the sky. Those are the people who deserve to be in front of me spilling their grievances. There's people out there, mothers, fathers, cousins, and sisters and brothers who have lost their lives at the hand of a trigger-happy cop like you. But I'm not talking to any of them. I'm not helping them see their child again. Instead, I'm standing across from you. I don't even know if you're a bad person. You're the offspring of the society you were born into. That's a generational curse you have to live with. I'm not sure if I hate you or I hate myself for wasting minutes of my uncertain life listening to you.
No. There's got to be some way for me to redeem myself, okay? Redemption, okay? That's possible, right? We fought and we bled and we slip and we fall. There's got to be a reason.
You think you're the only one out here trying to be good? Trying to do better? All of us are. Every single last one of us. I am. How do you think I feel? That blood on the ground was the same running through my veins right now. I saw that boy in the earliest days of his life and in his last minutes. You don't think that shit haunts me? You don't think I cry to myself to sleep when I sleep?
Is that the only reason why? I'm sorry, but isn't it? I mean, you didn't quit last year when that Jenkins kid got killed, or the year before that when the Hernandez boy, but now, since it's family, it makes sense? Come on, Monty. You saw past the mistakes then why can't you see through mine?
Because it's mine too. And can't shit change because we're the guilty ones.
You're right. You know what? There's no point.
Darren reaches into his back pocket and pulls out his gun.
There's no...
Whoa. Hey. Put that away.
Let's go.
Don't move, Britt. Put the gun down.
You're making me do this, okay? This is all we have at the end of the day, isn't it?
Put the gun down, damn it. You can help. You can make things right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't do shit!
Please.
You know what? Maybe you're right. How about this? Move that gun up. Aim it at my head. pointed right at me.
What are you trying to prove?
Do it. How does it feel? Do you feel like a man?
No.
Do you feel big?
No.
Pull the trigger.
No!
I can't.
What a cruel thing war is. To fill our hearts with hatred instead of love for our neighbor. Shoot me now if you know who said that. I'll give you a few tries at it.
Martin Luther King Jr.?
Try again.
I don't know who said it.
I'm giving you a chance.
I don't know.
Robert E. Lee. If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything.
Who said that?
I want you and your gun to leave. Laurie?
Oh my God.
He was gonna shoot himself.
What is happening?
Britney, call for help. Now!
Monty, what is going on?
Now!
He was gonna shoot himself.
Okay.
I could have taken the stairs, but I've never been in an apartment building with an elevator. I didn't know that those existed until today. It's so nice. But he was standing there, and I think I scared him.
It's okay.
I wanted to talk to you.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
I just
You're
wanted
gonna be okay.
I just wanted to tell you that I went to the doctor. It's gonna be a boy.
That's great news. I just need you to stay with me, okay? That's great news.
I need someone.
Stay with me, Laurie.
I need you.
Britney!
Scene 6.
The lights come up early the next morning. Brittany sits, her eyes bloodshot in a robe. Her hair isn't combed, her natural brown showing through the blonde. She bites at her thumbnail.
Top of the morning.
Hi.
They're still cleaning the blood from your lobby. I wouldn't be surprised if your rent has some extra zeros on it next month.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you heard.
Yeah. The baby?
Not born naturally, not naturally, but they had to take it out with all the trauma. A little early, but healthy. Healthy enough. As healthy as a child. He'll be fine.
And the girl?
In surgery. Alive.
That's good, right? Despite the... Yeah.
And no one died today.
That's all it takes for it to be a good day?
Yeah. Sometimes that's all it takes.
Okay.
How was he?
He's traumatized. He's in bed. A few times he's been up. The only thing he's asked about is the baby in the case.
Well, you know about the baby. I wish I had better news on the case, but I don't.
Do you have anything?
I mean, we should, but we don't. That trigger-happy Officer Fitzpatrick is in custody, for the moment at least, and that's a small win. But as for the case with Lewis, there was a fast food place nearby, and initially we figured there was no purpose to that. The beating happened facing the back of the joint. Then we found out that they have cameras on all ends, which means that we could see the cops pull up, Lewis walk past, the whole thing.
Well, that's a plus, right?
It would be if 80 minutes of footage from the cameras didn't conveniently disappear.
You think it was the police?
I don't think it was a nun.
Well, can they do that?
Nuns, they can do anything but fuck.
The cops.
Yes and no. I mean, they can do anything. And all the videos from witnesses don't start until after the beating started, which could easily corroborate the cops' accounts. It's a goddamn dead end.
I'm sorry. I know you've been working hard.
Contrary to popular belief, I don't hate you.
You sure do a good job pretending.
I just want my guy to be safe.
I want the same thing.
But you can't see the world like he sees it. Like it sees him.
Because I'm white.
No, because you can't. You don't know what it's like to walk in a room, to be there but not be seen. Or to be mistaken as the help.
Am I supposed to feel lucky or guilty for that?
Neither. Did Monty ever tell you about Julian?
Who's that?
Take that as a no. He was a friend of ours when we were kids, and we used to play ball with him. And, go to the arcade. We were boys, and one day he came looking for us to go out and shoot hoops, but we were too busy for it. At least that's what we told him. And really, we weren't. We just didn't feel like playing, and maybe we should have told him that. We didn't think anything of it. We were kids. So we thought that we were gonna live forever or some shit, and we thought we were untouchable. I mean, we didn't know that we lived in a neighborhood where it wasn't smart to go out alone. If we did, we would have gone with him or told him to go back home to his parents or stay at one of our places for dinner, but no one did.
What happened?
Well, he was out there alone, shooting some layups, and next thing you know, it's bang.
The police again?
Nah, it was crossfire. And after that, none of us were ever the same. It was like all of a sudden we were aware of our surroundings. It wasn't playtime anymore. We were forced to grow up.
I couldn't imagine that. I can't think of losing anyone in my life except one friend in high school. She got into a car accident. And a couple committed suicide.
A couple?
Rich parents talk with money, not feelings, and they don't exactly have a tolerance for disappointment. They have an image to uphold. There's no heart in that.
Yeah, we've got nothing but heart. I mean, you have to have it to wake up every day and you want to go on and try to keep going, but it's not easy when all your boys are dying. It's a ton of bricks on your back just crushing you every day, holding you down, telling you you ain't worth a damn until it breaks you. Breaks you into pieces. Julian's mother, she killed herself too, technically. It was an overdose. Pain medication.
She was addicted?
No, she was in pain.
Name one of us who isn't in pain.
No, it's not the same. Burying a child stings in a different kind of way. It's like a wasp that stings right on your chest.
Look on the bright side. At least you made it out. That's a plus.
Am I supposed to be grateful?
Why wouldn't you be?
2 less niggas in the hood only means there's a million more waiting. We didn't choose it, and it didn't choose us. We were placed there. I represented a guy from a trailer park, a chubby white boy accused of robbing his mother. That man had more Confederate flags in his house than a Klan member.
I guess you made sure to send him to jail?
Ah, the contrary. I wanted him to know, without a doubt, that this black man was his only hope for a future outside of a box. And I worked my ass off to get him off, and I did. We won. Didn't make him take down the flags or thank me with open arms. But I went home satisfied.
Well, do you think he was innocent, though?
Not a chance. That man robbed his mama and probably his auntie and cousins too. How do you think he was able to pay me?
I've never understood how people could do that.
What, make money?
Don't represent and defend people they know should probably be under the jail.
Ask Daddy.
I have.
And?
He put me on hold.
I like his style.
I just think it's funny how you can talk about every politician in the book, but you don't do a job that's much of the opposite.
Oh!
I do have opinions of my own.
Check out the mouth of Barbara!
Britney.
Her too. Look, I have ethics for your information. I made a promise to myself in college that I would not defend any creeps or killers. And I have stuck to that to this day. Now, don't get me wrong. If I didn't have a moral compass at all, I'd probably have a lot more money. The lawyers who defend the worst kinds of people are the ones who make the best kinds of money.
Are you saying my family doesn't have moral compasses?
Your family might have owned my family, so to say that they lack a moral compass would be a compliment to their character.
My family isn't old money like that. They were too poor to own slaves. They got their wealth down the road, the oil.
Too poor to own slaves?
Yep.
Poorer than the slaves?
Maybe you'd have a wife if you weren't such an asshole.
Hey, I'll stop being an asshole when you stop bleaching yours.
2 years and you still haven't run out of ammunition.
Never will.
Back to the conversation.
I win.
My family was too poor to own slaves.
So they just called them sharecroppers. Did they fight for the Union?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Oh, come on. White people aren't good at lying.
Reverse racism.
Check your 23andMe again.
Out of all the things that have happened to me, you might be the reason I started locking my door.
Change your name to Karen.
I will when you change yours to Jamal.
Oh, someone's been watching Living Single in her free time.
At this point, I'd watch anything if it helped me escape reality.
Look, there ain't no point in escaping it. That's how things get more brutal. Ignore the big ass elephant in the room all you want. It doesn't mean it's not there.
Do you ever think about what it would be like if you were a different race?
Not for a second. I mean, I'd ask you if you wish you were black, but if you said yes, I knew you would be, you're crazy as hell.
Gonna plead the fifth counselor.
Affirmative. And behold, a certain lawyer stood up and tempted him, saying, Master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? And Jesus answering said, a certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell among thieves, which stripped him of that raiment and wounded him and departed, leaving him half dead.
Forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Oh, but they do. They certainly do.
Sometimes it feels like I can't do anything right. I want to be included. I want to be in the room and not looked at like I don't belong.
Shit. Maybe you are black.
Was that insensitive?
Everything you say offends me, Britney, so I'm really not the one to ask.
Why aren't we best friends?
Because I don't consider spinach to be an entree.
I don't eat spinach. It's kale.
You know, we all too well about pain. And we sure know a hell of a lot about loss. But nobody knows a damn thing about love. You know, no one's even trying.
Maybe it's the end of the world.
Well, if that's the case, then let's get it over with already. Our world's been falling apart for 400 years, and it's not stopping anytime soon. The sky could be on fire with the wrath of God, and somewhere in some town or big city, there's a man with a knee in his neck, begging for help, seeing his whole life flash before his eyes, and in none of those images and memories is he a criminal. And yet there he is, taking his last breath. You ban guns. Fine. They'll use batons. They have them handy. Ban those too, all right? They'll use their feet and their heels and their fists, just like they did to Lewis that night. And what are you gonna do next? Ban their limbs? Their ropes? I'd like to see someone try that. The flag and the Constitution and the Declaration was signed before we were people. All men are created equal means jack shit when nobody in the world considers you a man. I have a dream too, Martin. But I keep waking up from it and being informed that it's not coming true in my lifetime.
Hey,
What time is it?
it's around noon.
Tell me you love me. Please.
Of course I love you. Always.
Tommy.
You know I do, man.
Tommy, I need you to say it.
Brother, you know I die for you.
I don't want you to die, man. I don't want anyone else to die.
I love you, man. You're not looking good. Do you need us to take you somewhere?
Monty doesn't speak. He simply sits in between his girlfriend and his best friend, damaged. He places his head on Tommy's shoulder, and the three of them look ahead. We begin to hear the sounds of bagpipes playing at the funeral of a police officer, followed by the ringing of sirens. Under the sirens, we can hear news reports about unarmed individuals who have been murdered. We hear the cries of a mother, the pleading of a dying man. We hear years go by. We hear mammies and stereotypical slow-speaking Black characters say their yes-sir lines from old movies. We hear an audience applauding. We hear Nelson Mandela. We hear Malcolm X. The sirens still blare. We hear Maya Angelou. We hear Angela Davis. The sirens nearly drown them out. We hear a radio report about Dr. King being shot, a television breaking news report about JFK's same fate. We hear the news announcing that Barack Obama will be our president. We hear the past. We hear now. There's a good chance we're hearing the future, too. The sounds, even the siren, stops. There's complete silence. No one moves. You could hear a pin drop. You could hear a gunshot. Blackout. End of play.